Ready, Set, Do also makes it possible to process our stuff and define it in ways that make it easier for us to find and act on. Once we've collected a number of items in our inbox, we can go to the icon down here and use the Get Inbox to Empty script to help us process our stuff. This will go ahead and ask us questions based on David Allen's Getting Things Done methodology. Ready, Set, Do also uses the audio features of OS X to walk us through this if we wish.
Now let's get your inbox to empty.
Ready, Set, Do will bring up each item one at a time and allow us to define what it is. This is a really great feature because a lot of times there are so many documents on our computer, downloads that we've got that are just named these arbitrary numbers and things. And Ready, Set, Do makes it really easy to process these items one by one and give them a name that's more specific. So we can go ahead and just write what this is. Click OK. It asks us whether it's actionable or non-actionable. In this case, it's actionable. Is this the successful outcome you're committed to? If it's pretty straightforward what it is and what needs to be done, in this case it's reading, so it's pretty straightforward. We don't need to really write anything. But in some cases you have a document that's connected to a successful outcome that you need to define. And Ready, Set, Do makes it possible to type that here. In this case, this is reading, so we'll go ahead and click on reading. Can we complete this in less than 2 minutes? We actually can, so let's go ahead and give that a shot. We'll go ahead and read through the article, and once we're done with it, we hit complete, and then it asks us what we want to do. Do we want to follow this up, send it to the trash, or send a reference? In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and send it to the trash. The second item here is Buy My Wife Some Flowers. I don't really need to rename this anything because it's pretty straightforward. I'll click OK. Is it actionable? Absolutely. And in this case, the successful outcome is pretty clearly defined there. So I'm just going to go ahead and click It's an Action. Can I complete this in less than 2 minutes? No. What is the next physical action for Buying My Wife Some Flowers? Ready, Set, Do has a particular format for handling next actions. You simply use the @ symbol, and then you provide the location context followed by the colon, and then you type the next action. The next action for this is simply at the phone, call the florist to get some flowers. Ready, Set, Do also makes it possible to add a due date pretty simply. We can do this by simply using the greater than sign, typing the word due, and writing a date by which that item needs to be completed. Click OK. And you can just see that it walks you through these items one by one. Clean out the garage. OK. Is it actionable or non-actionable? It's actionable. In this case, cleaning out the garage is going to take a lot more steps to complete. It's not an action, it's not reading, it's projects. We'll go ahead and click that. It'll make it into a project and send it to our projects folder. This you'll see is a good example of how Ready, Set, Do helps you define things. This is a clipping and it's titled based on the first few words. I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to go ahead and look through it here. This is a clipping we got from that article, so we can just label it clipping from Okay, so it goes ahead. It'll go ahead and rename that. In this case, it's non-actionable. It's not something I'm interested in, so I'm going to go ahead and just trash it. And you see that this is pretty much how it works. It just kind of walks you through this. You can go ahead and click non-actionable. You can throw things into your Someday Maybe folder if you want. We also have Purchase David Allen's Getting Things book. It's actionable. It's an action, but I may not want to do it right now, so I can go ahead and click Defer Until, and it'll give me an option to go ahead and put it off. I'll go ahead and put it off till next month. This will throw it into the tickler folder at that date, so I'll just go ahead and click it and show you how that works. Next month, and if I go to my tickler folder, you'll see here in October 1st, it dropped that item there. So when I use the review scripts, Ready, Set, Do will bring that item up for my review on that particular date. So that's pretty much how the Get Inbox to Empty script works. There are a few other features that I could talk about later, but we'll reserve that for a more advanced session.